I'm just trying to understand.
He then stated after that, because that's why at first when I said, oh, it's as is, he said you have a 30-day warranty. He said the 30-day warranty requires that if something happens with the motor, either we pay for the part
Show
or
me where it says that.
He said that verbally.
Well, Miss Britt, I'm going to explain something to you.
Okay.
The law is when you have a written contract,
Correct.
any modification of it has to be signed by both parties in the same formality as this.
Okay.
This says that you agree that any warranties that the car may have with the manufacturer and the seller specifically excludes himself. It's a simple contract, actually. You know, it's not buried anywhere. It's the only thing here. So I don't care what he said to you. I know you're a new car buyer, and I've done hundreds of these cases, and it's unfortunate if you buy a used car and you don't have it inspected. That's what you're supposed to do. If you buy a used car from somebody that you know or don't know, the wise thing to do is to say, I would like to have my own mechanic take a look at it before I give you $3,000, because I don't know what an 11-year-old car has. He has no history on the car, really, because he bought it at an auction. So he is disclaiming anything that may be wrong with the car. I want you to understand that that's the law.
But if that was the case...
I just said to you, but if he told you that it was driven by a little old lady to the Piggly Wiggly and back for the last 11 years, and it was lovingly taken care of, and all of that turns out to be a lie, but in here it says you're buying the car as is, no warranties from him, that's it. Everything else we call puffing. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, he wrote an additional thing in here that you'll bring in by the 23rd another $1,000. And you didn't. You brought in $800, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So right away, the only breach of this contract, Miss Britt, is yours.
But he agreed to that.
No, he can't agree to it. Agree to it. He has to write it here. I agree to accept $800 instead of $1,000.
He wasn't in office.
I don't care. I'm telling you what the law is.
Okay.
So what I'm telling you that, unfortunately, right now he has the car that he refuses to return to you because he says you owe him money.
Okay, so...
Well, just a second.
Okay.
So what I'm telling you is he doesn't have to fix your car at all. Under this agreement, he doesn't have to fix your car at all. So what he did was, when it broke down and he said it needed a new motor,
Correct.
he gave you a loaner car. He didn't have to do that. I'm telling you, he didn't have to do that. Then when that broke down, he gave you another loaner that you had for how long?
I had that for like 2.5 weeks.
So you drove it.
3.5 weeks.
Shh, 2.5 weeks. He didn't charge you for that, right?
No.
He didn't have to do that. He really wasn't being a bad guy.
I just thought to have a car for 11 days and for you to need a new motor, that's just absurd.
It's very unfortunate, but that's what happens when you buy an 11-year-old car. It can happen. It can happen when you buy a new car. I've purchased new cars, driven the new car out of the dealership, and the air conditioning didn't work, and the radio didn't work, and the top didn't go down. And then you go back to the dealership and you say to them, this is a brand new car. Everything should work. Well, they'll fix it. I say, I don't want it fixed. I want a different car. They say, you can't have a different car.
Okay.
That's your car. And as soon as you drive it out, it loses its value.